quarterback. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Bulls and the Pioneers on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Pacific Northwest and the bustling city of Portland, Oregon. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap between the Brooklyn Bulls taking on the Pioneers of Portland. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line, and he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Off the bootleg. Callahan. It's Edwards again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. When you look at this defense, right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Off the play fake. Callahan. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football in the field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in 1 uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
From the 35, here's a 2nd down and 9. Back to throw. Callahan. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Looking to throw. Callahan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Back to throw. Callahan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown of the season. And the Pioneers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. A long opening drive and a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you hit them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave them the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
Throwing to start the drive. Anthony. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 93 yards and a score.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 3rd down and 1. Looking to throw. Anthony working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now they run. It's Mason. Nifty juke there. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a gain of 14. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun, Anthony. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Operating from the gun, Anthony. And he's got it! Touchdown! A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bulls respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and way up past the 35 before it's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. He had a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance. Rifles well, that's going to be intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. Back
onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Mason. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw. Anthony. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now. It's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Anthony. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
He'll try again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Now the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Portland's offense now about set to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Callahan. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Anthony. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. On the slant, completes to Sutton. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Callahan, and he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these 2 clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Here's a diving catch right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now Mason. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Back to throw. Anthony. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Mason. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 15 yards through the air on a first down. Off the bootleg. Anthony. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, Anthony. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bulls have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Looking to throw. Callahan. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Mays. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now 3rd down and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw on second down, Anthony. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now another timeout called for by the offense. Again, he'll drop the throw. Touchdown! A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bulls would extend their lead here just before halftime. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Huskies needed desperately to avoid going to 1-4, and they're able to do that with the victory there. From there, we're off to check out another game. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. 28-21, the final score. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Throwing on first down, Anthony. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Mason, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Anthony, and he's got his man on the out route. Still on his feet, and all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Callahan. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw again. Callahan. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
On 1st and 10, Callahan. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Mays, and he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mays. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Mays. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Looking to throw. Callahan over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Pioneers are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, Where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Muscles by at the 25. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. A handoff to start the drive to Mason. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. Anthony. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mason. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Anthony. And he's caught. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 14 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
Ball start, offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Anthony. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And the Brooklyn 1st down.
Up the middle they go. It's Mason. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Anthony. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
1st down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Mason to about the 26 here.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A dump off for Mason. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Callahan. That's into the hands of Edwards. Call it a gain of a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Callahan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
Let's see how they respond now. Here's a 2nd and 5. On the ground again, it's Mason. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
On first down, Callahan. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
Throwing after the interception, Callahan. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw, Callahan. Oh, it's a screen pass, that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Callahan. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 42-yard line.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Callahan. He finds his man. Complete. It's Edwards. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Back to throw. Callahan. He finds his man. Complete. It's Edwards. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hey, unlock line. Back. Let go.
Operating from the gun, Callahan. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
False start, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Callahan. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Looking to throw. Callahan. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Pioneers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On first down, it's Mason. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. From the 41, here's second down and 8. They'll run again with Mason. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Back to throw. Anthony. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Looking to throw. Anthony. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bulls are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spend in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Ball start, offense.
Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And taken right at the 35. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Starting the drive with Mason on the ground. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mason, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Brooklyn.
Up the middle they go. It's Mason. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 81 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Brooklyn, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Portland, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.